Welcome back to another video here, and today we are going to be moving on to the next section of the tournament for Bloons Warzone. And our starting map here is Offside by process of elimination. And we are actually doing a DFA mirror for the first game based on me and Lordix agreeing on it. We still got an anti-stall round 1, I believe, because I think that's just how the tournament goes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna remind my opponent first. So this will be kind of interesting because we have to play like anti-stall DFA, but it's not necessarily anti-stall because we don't have to commit to it. And that's kind of the case for everything. You don't have to commit to everything. So yeah. This is going to be a best of 7, which means either of us have to win 4 games, or else that just means we lose if we win like 3 and the opponent wins 4, or anything else like that. So let's spike round 1. And this should be an interesting game. We can go for our farm directly, which I'm probably going to do that, and then send a few balloons round 2. We're probably not going to get any bananas though. But because of how Dart Monkey works, you should be able to afford this pretty well. Okay. I'm probably going to be a bit short because I waited. I placed my Dart Monkey first, and you don't usually do that. Actually, I could probably send a 261. I mean, 259 is fine too. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go for our farm. I'm trying to get some lives off of him. That would just be nice and awfully convenient. So we got, what, 10 lives off of him already? So that's just going to be useful in the future. Of course, it's not going to win the game unless he leaks perfectly 118 lives or something like that. But yeah. And let's see. Let's go for our Dart Monkey here. So this is strong, and this should be completely valid defense. I'm not going to send any more. I'm just going to go for my farm. Hopefully this works, right? I'm not wrong. Okay, good. I'm still up in lives, kind of funny enough. Although I did leak more than him, so now I'm closer to lives. But I think I got my farm a little earlier, so that's pretty good. And I think our ecos are pretty similar. Let's give him a heart emoji. I think he has a YouTube channel too, so go check him out if he is uploading this. Okay, let's go for our razor sharp shots. And we have to use some target micro here to do proper damage. Let's go for another dart. He didn't buy a trip dart there. Kind of odd, but okay. Good defense, I guess. Now I'm lower in lives by 4, but I shouldn't make too much of a big deal out of that. I should probably set that to strong, and this is fine on strong. Actually, I'll put it on last. He's sending black balloons, which I don't know how worth that is right now, since I have a pretty adequate defense. Okay. Set this to strong too. I'm gonna turn on guided access because I don't like that bar at the bottom. Okay, I guess I failed at that too. I don't know why guided access is being so odd, but maybe they changed how it works. You don't have to press the button 3 times. Okay, money. Okay, I'm just boosting. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I probably should have spiked there just to save some extra lives, but it's fine. I was like $100 short. Let's send a lead balloon. Let's send 2, just so he can't spike both of them. Although I don't think he would. He sends regrows, which is kind of interesting. He's trying to choke rush me, I guess. Probably because I'm lower on lives. But it is kind of a waste of money. Okay, let's click that. And this should be a pretty simple defend. We're trying to force a decent amount of defense on his side with those regrows. Am I fine? Okay, I leaked a couple lives there, but it's fine. We're up a decent amount, although we're still down a boost. So let's just prepare another Spike-a-Pole. They did buff it recently, so it has more Pierce. And the same for Trip Dart. I think it has more Pierce, if I remember right. He goes for a bank. Are you even allowed to? I feel like you're allowed to bank. But that's fine. I probably could have banked last round, actually. Or right before it, even. But who knows? He's rushing? Okay. And this is fine. Yeah. Completely fine there. I can't afford a BIA, so I'm going to wait a few rounds. And I'm going to send a few lights here. Just trying to scare him. Maybe get him to buy a bit of defense. He bought another Spike-a-Pole, which is pretty worth it, I would say, for me, to send that rush. So we have pretty similar defense, but I'm kind of up in farms right now. And he's rushing here, so I might need a boost. Actually, no, this isn't a good rush. It's pretty mediocre. Set this to strong, just because we're chasing a little bit, and it's nice to have things on strong. And that can help break down balloons that are going to be fast for the Trip Darts to clean up. This is on last. Good. We're currently winning here. Winning. And round 18, we can send the balloon rush, maybe to force a boost. Maybe even a cash out, but we'll see. We might have to boost ourselves, but it depends. I'm gonna balloon boost this. See tower. Okay, he's sending me a Moab here. Spike it. Am I fine? No, I'm dead. Fuck. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so that was kind of unfortunate. Let me find out the map pool. Most games I've been playing like Engineer, which is pretty consistent, I'd say, because of the anti-stall forcing. We could try like SML works pretty well. Usually it's like an NG Farm Spike Factory or NG Farm Ninja. So I guess we can try SML. I did a video on this pretty recently, and it works out pretty well. Especially since we have anti-stall forced, that they can't run Heli most of the time. Unless they are being greedy or on a long map. Like we have before. We've done that before. I'm gonna use this spot because I like the anti-stall presence of it. I'm gonna try and cancel out some of the spots for a what's it called? Sentry to spawn. I want them to be spawning towards the center / middle of the map, and this is kind of how you do it, by spamming farmers where you don't want them to be. And run in this bend is pretty important to block them too. So let's go for a sentries. This is just going to help out with anti-stall pretty much. And I think round 4 we're going to be a bit aggressive here. Just trying to get them to buy a faster faster engineering, and also a 9-inch nails, if that's possible. They bought their 9-inch nails, I bought mine. He's still gonna send pings, which is okay. I think my engineers are gonna be fine, or sentries. Set that to last and first. Our spots are a bit different, but should overall be the same idea. He's still sending pings, which is kind of crazy. So I liked a bit more, but it's not that bad. I think I got to save a bit more money on hand. We're probably going to buy it at the same time, though. One more banana. Okay, I got my plantation first, actually, and now he buys his. So I got an extra banana or 2 there, which can be pretty important when sending balloons. I'm going to buy a 9-inch nails. He doesn't buy it. 9-inch nails is going to help me with anti-stall. Oh, this is still here. That's not good. You don't like engineers sentry spawning in there. I did the like 16 lives less than him, or more than him actually. That's not good. Let's go for our engineer. We use engineer in this spot for two reasons. One, it's going to be used for a wound trap. This is where you want your wound trap. And it's also good to get, actually there's three reasons. Get the wound trap to hit a balloon or target a balloon before it places the trap, because it can be kind of odd and misplace it if you don't do that. Like on offside, it can misplace it off the map, or it can even just not spawn it for a while until something goes through. So it's just good to have it. Let's go for our trap now. His is higher up, probably because he wants it in a more strict bend, but it's fine. Send some leads, and let's go for our cleansing cone. I sent enough there. I'm not going to send any more unless it's for whites and trying to force it. So we need 2.4k. I might actually send whites just like this. He probably has enough for it. Oh, he might die there. That's a very unpleasant amount of balloons there. I need to be careful of yellow rushes here. So I'm going to buy my Spike Factory. He could have like something Heli or Ninja instead of Spike Factory. Okay, he has Heli, which is good to know. Heli does outlast us, but it is kind of interesting to play, I guess. Send this, try and layer. Try and fill up the balloon trap a bit earlier before rushing. I mean, this should be a good rush. And I think that's going to kill him if he's not careful. Is he fine? Really? Okay, that's not the greatest for us if he's completely fine to that. Although he did buy a Razor Rotos. Okay, short on money. Okay, he didn't get that extra eco. So it's good for us that we're able to spend time and build up spikes and stuff. Let's go for our bank now. Buy this. No point in rushing. I don't have enough to overrun a trap and a Razor Rotors on hand. So it's just good to keep in mind. What else? We're probably going to try and aim for a BIA next. Although we do want to send a Moab. Moabs are going to be pretty good here and able to just break his defenses for a while and force a downdraft. Hopefully he doesn't sell it. If he sells it, then we might need to send another one, which I don't know if it's actually worth it to. Let me buy this now. He might not be that greedy. I could always sell and rebuy and boost a Spike Ball Factory in the back and cash out if I need it. Oh, he rushes here. Okay. I'm just going to boost. Like, I'm actually just going to boost. I don't even think I need... Oh, I do need this. Fuck. Okay. That was way too close there. I did not mean to buy a Spike Ball Factory. Okay, let's send a Moab. That was very annoying. He sent reds there, which shows that he's probably not planning to send anything there. I got very lucky. Okay, he just straight up buys a downdraft, which is good. We sent some leads behind it. I don't think that's going to cause any damage. He leaks and has to buy another one, which is great news. We're probably going to send a BFB just straight up here. I think we have enough money for it. And this might actually cause him to all out us. We have enough money to afford a Spike Storm pretty evenly. We might be a bit short, but we'll see. I might actually send 2 BFBs because he's super poor. And this is going to cause a lot of damage. It is an expensive rush. It's negative 200 eco and $5,000. But I think it's worth it, especially in this scenario. Let's balloon boost some camos over the top. This is just to interfere with the downdraft and possibly even kill him. Because he only has 1 Razor Raiders, and those are just going to regrow farm at a crazy amount if he's not careful. So it's in some leads. And he does have a Boon Trap at the back, so I don't know what to do right now. Probably just farm and go for another Boon Trap. I think he might die here if he's not careful, but I think he is careful. Yeah, he's good. Oh, he leaked a Ceramic or something. He leaked heavily there. He's less lives than us now. He bought a BIA, but it's round 21, so I am pretty much in the lead of the money by a wide margin. Let's sell this and go for a factory. Oh, he's sending this rush. Okay, that was a bad sell and rebuy. I didn't even need it, but it's fine. I could send a B ZMG, but I'm gonna see and wait. I'm gonna buy a second factory before I do anything. I don't know if I sold prematurely there, but we don't know. We'll figure it out. Right now, our main goal is probably to get a second factory, send a ZMG, and just keep farming. That's so we can just drain him pretty easily. I think he wins if he gets a factory, though, but we'll see. So I could send it this round. He goes for his factory, which is very annoying. But he only has 1 Boon Trap up, so I could exploit that with floods. And I could send a ZMG now if I wanted. I think I'm going to exploit his Boon Trap, though. Send some camo heads. Just sneak those in. He only has 1 Boon Trap. Okay, we forced another one. And he sold his BIA. So we're going to make bank this round. And we do have the farm lead, which is good. And I think we might have an eco lead. Okay. We got our 4-2. And let's go for a ZMG here. We might need a boost this round. I don't mind boost greeting, especially when I have 2 boosts. It's fine. But we'll see. Yeah, he's sending bloods here. Honestly, I might just do this. And then boost. And then make a ton of money here. Okay, we're all good. Let's send a ZMG. We made bank that round. Most of that money from his ZMG just came directly from him. And he spent so much money that he's kind of just going to be way behind in farms now. Oh, he bought a Chinook twice. What the hell? Okay. Okay, this is really good. We're going to make a lot of money from just AI coming in. We can even sell our other Boon Trap here for another BI factory. And yeah, let's go for another ZMG probably. Let's get our actual defense up. We're going to need a Spiked Mines. He might boost here. I think he should boost. Okay, good. We got a boost out of him. Let me sell that. Oh, I didn't actually sell anything. I wanted to sell a Boon Trap, but it's fine. Let's send another one. Just get him to keep buying defense. And this should hopefully defend. I'm going to buy another Spike just to help out. Pop down those Moab layers. And let's buy another Boon Trap. Typically, you only need 2 Boon Traps just to keep your money up from income. And we got him to sell a factory, which is really nice to see. So he has 2 Apaches, and I think he's probably going to keep those up, but we'll see. We got our 4th farm up. So we're doubling his farms, although he has a lot of money on hand, most likely. And he has sellback power. See what he does here. He might just keep it up, because it's so close to round 30. Yeah, it's not really worth it to sell and rebuy in like 2 rounds. Okay, he buys the factory. I'm gonna start sending ZMGs very soon. He's going for farms, which I don't know if that's a play. Send a ZMG now. He might try and all out us, which might be a bit worrisome. And send 2. This is going to overwhelm him, probably. It might force another boost if he's not careful. And we should buy another spiked mines. We're not going to farm anymore because we're trying to get him to drain himself. Send another ZMG. He's not making any money from the rounds and the balloons that we're sending, so that's really nice. He doesn't have any balloon traps up. All his defense is coming from himself, affording it. Let's go like this. We're trying to keep him busy here. I need to send more ZMGs. Get him to chase. He already is chasing, which is nice to see. He's starting to send. Okay, he's starting to all out, actually. So let's go like this. Buy some spiked mines here. Let's do that. Let's send some BFBs over the top. And then let's just start microing. Is he fine here? Sorry for being quiet. I'm just trying to focus up. Is he dead? Oh my god, that was close as fuck. Oh. Okay. So it's 1-1. I was literally down to like the last second. Oh. Shallow river, ew, but okay. For this map, he might actually pick like a grinder strategy, such as Heli, Cobra, Boomer, and I think that's a fine strategy for this map. Although it's kind of risky because Boomer is kind of odd against Cobra strategies, but it's probably fine. I'm gonna run it. I don't play this strategy often, so let's see how this goes. I don't know if this is meta on here nowadays. There's other strategies like Eco that works, but we'll see. Let's go for a Cobra. And he goes for Submarine Eco, which is fun. He might have Sub-Bomb Mortar, not Mortar. Sub-Bomb Ninja or something, Chipper. Chipper works usually because it's so good on this map. It's a old strategy, I would say. I remember like Dilly using it. So yeah. This is fine. I think so. I'm trying to force him to buy an airburst, but I don't think that's gonna work. And I think I have to buy a heli pilot soon. So let's go like now. Spike the AI because I'm chasing. Just go between the two. Try and cancel out a lot of leaks. And let's go back for this. Set this to last. And this is probably going to help out quite a lot. There we go. I might want to do that hand just so it can target AI a bit better. And I'm going to eco. Okay. This is kind of stable. We should probably start buying Cobras just to keep our anti-stall going. Okay. It's not bad. Not too shabby. Okay, that spike completely missed where I was going for, but it's okay. I might want to buy a quad darts or another boomerang. Who knows? Send some space balloons. Okay. Keeping the anti-stall is pretty important. because he's ecoing, you know. I might want to start trying to drain his lives. We've seen this against Haz again in our series already, where Haz went a lot of this strategy. So I'm kind of going off of his ideas. However, I'm not being so aggressive with the adjustment, I guess. Let's change hands. Want it to curve up. And it might be a good idea to go for like a bio boomer. Okay. Send some yellows here. Trying to force whatever his second tower is. Okay, it is bomb. So bomb glue sub works. Bomb glue basic. No. Bomb sub is basically probably the best strategy and idea here. So it might have been better to go like a Heli farm strategy, like Heli farm glue or Heli farm ice even. But that's just like, oh, bomb cobra. Oh, that changes a lot of things. Okay. He's not playing a passive strategy. He's just ecoing. Okay, he didn't pull out his cobra, which is kind of odd, but it's okay. He kind of outlasts us, but since we have Heli, we're not too hopeless. Let's try and force a cluster bomb or something. Okay, good. Keep him pretty weak, pretty low on lives too. Well, not low on lives. We can't do that unless we use attrition. Gonna buy camo. See what he does here. Okay, he does force me to buy camo lead detection, or pioneer power, not detection, because I can detect camo leads, but I can't pop them. So yeah. What to do? I think just our eco is fine. We have 430 almost, closer to 420, but still pretty good amount of eco. And our main idea is probably round 20. No, not round 20. Round 16. Round 16 adjustment. Okay, he has 8 cobras to my, what is that, 11? So no real point in rushing him right now if I need money. And I'll send like Regal Edge or something on round 16. So let's start adjusting here. Just trying to force him to buy stuff. Let's send spaced Regal Edge over the top. This will detract him from actually defending against AI. He buys an impact, which is kind of good for him. That's kind of like the main reason that bomb is so broken on this map. It is because of the impact. However, it is going to get detracted by several things if I rush with like a Moab. Okay. So you're going to start buying adjustments. If he does, we might be a bit screwed over. We might have to boost. But let's see. Yeah, he starts buying adjustments, so we got to be a bit careful. Let's see here. Let's pull and boost this. He might just boost. Try and defend. He spikes it, which I don't actually know if that's a good idea. He boosts. Okay, good. I like to see that. This is not a good map for glaive ward on AI side. We need like 3 glaive wards to probably pop a ceramic. So that's not good numbers for us. We need money. We need a bit more money to start our second. Where's the rotors here? And I'm a boost. Am I dead? I don't think so. Yeah, Razor Rotor's coming in clutch. Let's send another Moab. Send 2. See sell stuff? Looks like it. He bought 2 impacts, which is great for us. We'd love to see it. Wow, okay, that's kind of difficult to defend. Our eco is pretty much in the gutter, and I think we're going to lose this. Just because we can't really defend AI on this map. But it's alright. We still have like a couple more games to go. Let's boost again. Oh, we're dead. There's a ceramic in there. Yeah. Okay, that was just a lost situation. Let's try get a better map, hopefully. He did pick his map well there. Good pick. For a losing map, I'm pretty sure we have pretty much every map available. There is... We could pick Rift. Although I'm not too tempted to play like against Hellion-G again. I could play Hellion-G, but it feels very risky. Battle Sands is a possibility. Or possibly Snowy Castle, or YBR. I kind of pick up Heli Ice in this video, so let's see. A good Heli Ice map is probably Sprinkler, but I don't want to pick Sprinkler because that's so awkward to play because the ice spot is so far back that it's probably better just play Whiskey actually. Okay. So our strategy here is possibly going Engineers Ninja, which is what we've usually played on this map. And it's pretty good against basically everything because we are forced to anti-stall. And I can be super aggressive against things like Dart Farm. However, Dart Farm is pretty stable on this map. So like Dart Farm Super is capable of defending basically everything if you get enough money. What else? See, you can also go Dart Ace, but that's not really viable anymore because of the Dart Super. Let us see. I think it is just better to go this strategy because we're used to it, and I think it just offers more opportunities. Okay, let's go. I didn't spike actually. That's my bad. There we go. Okay, yeah, he does go Dart, which is what we expected. Okay. Let's send some blues and then reds from the top. And let's go for our sentries. I just want to be super aggressive here and anti-stall. I don't really care about going for a light farm here. I just want to get lives, be aggressive, and anti-stall. I can farm later. Let us see. He's tanking it. Okay. I thought he was going to take that and go for a farm. He could have, but it was probably just way too risky because I'm planning to be super aggressive. He buys another Dart Monkey, which... I don't have a 1-0 farm, but we did get him to delay his banana plantation. Okay. Send some Blackbones here. To defend Blackbones, we're probably just going to go for another engineer, which is what we typically do. If you've seen other videos, this is probably pretty repetitive now, because I've just been playing this strategy nonstop, I guess. I play it on... Did I play it on Waddle? We didn't actually have a Waddle game yet. That's interesting. I'm just thinking of all the maps we've played. We've played YBR, which I think I play NFE there. So we've played mainly NFE on these videos here. Just because it's so concrete and the ideas are pretty like flexible, I would say. You can be aggressive early game and then maybe farm pretty easily mid game and late game and try and outlast your opponent, or you can just try and drain them and then just kill them on the spot. Those are typically ideas of NFE because of the Bloom Trap. You get so much money. It's of course not enough to justify draining yourself so much, but it's enough to aid in farming and stuff that you're able to rush. Send 2 leads here. Alright. Okay, let's see. Okay, doesn't go for anything here. I need to be careful of actually not over rushing and actually buying enough defense so I don't die to an all out. That'd be kind of silly if I die to like run 13. So I just need to buy a boon trap and stuff. I always have my boost, which is nice to have. Is he gonna force anything? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna go for my boon trap and send a mini rush. He's probably planning to bank here. It's boon boost. Not boon boost, but maybe try and get a boost out of him. This might actually kill him if he's not careful. Nah, he's fine. Well done. Okay, let's go for our farms. We have a high eco. 500 isn't too bad. With about 2 plantations. So we're not too far behind. I don't think he's also like out of eco. I think he has probably 350-ish. And that's probably enough to justify his bank early on. He's not making it easy on me, that's for sure. Definitely probably one of the better players we've played so far. Let's just send some leads, maybe see if we can force anything. 2 ceramics is probably enough to scare him into another trip dart. Do I want to go for a farm? I'll just go for a plantation. I was thinking of banking. Oh, he dies to the 2 ceramics. Okay, we're 2-2 now. It's a very close series so far. I did not expect him to die there. It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever happens, what happens. Need a map. So we have, okay, he wants YBR. So you guys are basically just becoming experts at YBR and Whiskey. That's kind of funny. I guess we'll probably run NFE again, or we could try and mix it up with Heli Farm Ice. Heli Farm Ice is probably the best strategy there. However, you have a lower success rate at pulling it off because of how vulnerable it is at times. And it is possible to run like Dart here. So I'm considering it. And I don't think he's actually an aggressive player. Aggressive enough to bully HFI with NFE or something. If he has Cobra, I'm kind of screwed, I guess. But we'll see. Although Heli does kind of bully Cobra. Okay, he does go Engineer. He might have Engineer farm Heli. So that's interesting. Can I stop scrolling? That'd be nice. If only. Let's send this, I guess. Just trying to break his anti-stall. Because he is being pretty aggressive here. Let's go for our Heli. Hopefully, pretty soon. That's like 80 lives, so I don't want to take all that. Spike twice, I'm fine doing that. If I could save some lives. Let's go for our Heli pilot. Okay. Let's go for a couple pinks here. Just trying to force a faster firing. Not faster firing, faster engineering. That's what it's called. And it also like gets his engineer away from the AI balloons, so that's pretty nice. This is pretty good. That's going to be our ice spot. We should be able to double ice. Yeah, it's going to be a bit close, but we can do it. I could buy Snap Freeze, but I didn't want to. I like having that permafrost and also just stalling out the rounds a bit longer. Especially against him right now. In this position, I'm nervous. Nervous to say the least, I would say. Send some black balloons. Again, we just want to keep sending space balloons to try and dismantle his anti-stall by a little bit. By bit, we're eventually going to stall out the rounds. We don't have to full send. Full sending is pretty dumb, I would say, because sometimes people can buy defense while your rush is still coming out, and that will just make your money go to waste. So let's do this. This double ice is going to be capable of defeating those black balloons pretty well. Let's go for our farm. Let's defend AI. Oh, not that. There we go. And our farms are pretty good. We can sell this ice now because we don't need double ice. He bought a cleansing foam on accident, which is kind of funny. Go for a double plantation now. I'm gonna send some pinks at him. I mean, yellows. He doesn't do anything though. Guess he didn't send enough. Oh, I guess I did. He bought a 9 Inch Nails. That's good. You can go for another farm here. I'm not gonna go for too many farms because I want to bank up. And I also don't want to be greedy enough and die to something dumb. I'm gonna buy a quad darts here. Try and force his hand in a free-for-all for white balloons, I guess. Is he gonna rush me? No. He's got enough for a balloon trap. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna actually cost him a lot of lives there. He actually almost died to it. Which is great news for us. We love that. Damn, he liked like something massive. What the hell? He almost died there. It was like a lead balloon or something. Chunked his lives to bits and pieces. Tear my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Ba-ba-da-ba. Round 13. All out with free goblins. I didn't get that, unfortunate. Is he gonna all out me here? That's probably a good rush to do. A bit nervous, but okay. We're boosting. Wrong heli pilot, wrong heli pilot, wrong heli pilot. Fucking click. Oh my god. I hate Apple. What the fuck? This thing on the bottom is making me not be able to click my towers. Fuck me. I was trying to change the targeting, but I couldn't. Okay, boosts, good. It's good news. Send some Neds over top here. Just like that. White balloons. Hopefully I don't die here. I think I'm dead. Fuck. Ugh. If I didn't boost earlier, that would have been fine. Okay, I am so annoyed that I don't have guided access. Like, what the fuck? Did they change it? Let me look this up. Is there a way to actively do it here? I don't see anything there. Alright, whatever. It's no time to waste, I guess. How long is this video? It's probably like 40 minutes. Oh, this is gonna be like an hour-long video. That's not good. Okay, so we're at 2 to 3. I don't want to lose. So we could run here with Ninja Glue Mortar. That's actually a pretty good strategy. Okay. Oh wait, there's no eco. Oh, there's no eco actually. What to do? Bolt Farm Mortar works. Bomb Farm Sub also works, but I don't think it's good enough to work here. Let's think. Considering there's no eco strategies, Ghostly Coast might be good, especially without ice. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Complications, no breathing. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Okay. Okay, keep getting notifications. Let me put do not disturb on. What's an eco map, I guess? We could play Yin Yang. Yin Yang is pretty good for like Boat Farm Mortar. Usually you get Boat Farm Mortar mirrors unless you are weird and you want to go Heli Glue. Heli Glue is probably better here. But I feel like we've just been not in a good idea for Heli this episode. Like we had 2 Heli strats and we've lost with both. So let's not use that. Okay, we get a boat mirror. Oh yeah, I forgot to spike. Oops. There we go. Both of us were anti-stalling anyway, so it's fine. Let's send this, I guess. Try and get him to buy a grape shot or something. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough, though. Although we did get a bit of eco. I guess this counts as like stalling at the end also, but it's fine. Might be able to get some lives off of him or force or away defense. Yeah, we got a grape shot out of him and a couple lives, which is nice to see. Okay. Does he send pinks? He does. Okay, there we go. I wanted to force him to send a few more sets than just 2. Sometimes players just send 2 or 3 sets because they aren't trying to be caught lacking, like what I said earlier. You don't want to oversend. There we go. Round 6, we can send some green balloons into black balloons, and I think that's pretty good. Our opponent here is just farming, which is kind of concerning. We'll send some black balloons then. Change our plans. We'll send green balloons, maybe run 7. He's just farming. Wow, okay. He doesn't even want to buy faster shooting. Oh, he already does. I just can't see it because sometimes the flag is out of the screen. That's why. Is it even worth to send greens? It might just be worth it to play passive here. And go for my second plantation. I have enough money for it. Like, I could make enough money for another boat or something round 7 and 8. Send some blacks. Just to get him chasing, I guess, or something. Go for another boat. I think we're getting outplayed a little bit here. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. Okay, he bought his boat too. Yeah, we're just playing a passive game. Hopefully he doesn't have like ace or something or heli. Heli, or he might actually have glue. But glue doesn't really work on these long maps, I think. Although it could. If you're running glue, you might as well just run heli glue. Because what's the point? It's fine. Okay, we get to see mortar. Okay, good. This is a scenario where you just want to get rid of his boosts and also try and oh, he doesn't. Okay, he's very greedy. I'm greedier, but he's very, very greedy. Doesn't do anything. He could probably buy a Bernie now. Yeah. Let's send Camouflage. We forced another grape shot and the faster firing, and we're going to force camo defection here. So that's great. We're up a farm lead now, and probably a decent eco lead. He might rush us, though. We will see. Because he's not buying a farm here. He's preparing for a destroyer, so he's expecting a big rush. So let's give him one. Let's give him a minor rush. Let's see. Does he buy a destroyer? He should, probably. Okay, he sells a farm, which is nice to see. I'm gonna buy another grape shot because I am a bit worried of getting rushed. Although we are, I think we're about equal, but even then I'm a bit ahead in farms because our eco shouldn't be too different, even with him getting a bank up. And I'm closer to a BIA than he is, I think. I just have to be careful of these rounds where regos come into play, and I don't have a destroyer up. Gonna save up a bit of money before I buy anything. There we go. He goes for his by selling it, which is kind of crazy. It's boost and boost. It's probably a double boost here. What's this on? Strong? Okay. He boosts too. He probably has a bit more money on his BIA than I do. I'm gonna buy this. And I need to buy a destroyer, so he's gonna have more money on hand because I am down in defense and I need to prepare for a Moab. Although I could always cash out. That could be a move. Okay, we'll send this and probably cash out for Moab. Set this to strong, I guess. Send this. Let's bloom boost. Let's do that. Boost. Oh wait, he does that. Okay. Okay, I defend naturally by cashing out. And he goes for temporary defense with his ability there. Which I don't know if that's actually a good play. Because he's going to suffer a lot to this next Moab. Okay. Let's go for this. Let's spike. Spike it now. I think I actually defend normally. Yeah, I didn't need a boost there. So I'm up a boost, which is great news. And I'll send this now. Try and wire it in with leads of the AI. And send some regrowths in between there. And then maybe some zebras over the top. Okay, yeah, he's definitely over defending, but that's great for us. That means he's not getting enough eco or income. And yeah, we have a decent amount of money in our bank. And this is great for us. He's up in farms, I guess, because we kept forcing him to cash out. I don't know if he's actually cashing out for those rushes, or if he's just able to afford all of that on hand. Because we did send like 4.5k in Moabs alone, whereas he only sent 2, so we are down like a decent amount. And those did cost eco too, although we did send a lot of balloons underneath. So it would be expected that he has so much money. I'm thinking of just buying another mortar here. We are going to probably struggle to AI. See if he can defend this. He sends that over the top, which is a bit interesting. I'm kind of worried about it, so I'm just going to buy this. Okay. I'm fine. I'm going to go for a factory now. I still have my boost, which is great. Boosts are awesome, especially when our opponent doesn't have any. We can use it for late game, and that's going to just shred ZMG layers and allow us to bolt pull when we have enough money. Okay. Although he probably has a decent amount of money, probably like 8k as well in his BIA right now. Yeah, he goes for it too. But we got ours first, so we got a bit more money from that. His, that's way too early there. Way too early. His, what are they called? Destroyers are really far in the entrance of the map. So, I don't know how useful they are in, like, against AI and stuff. Like, this is coming. Okay, I sent definitely way too early, but it's fine. Let's place this stun here. Set that to first. Is he fine? He boosts. Oh, he has more boosts. I didn't know that. Okay. But we did force more defense, which is great. And we probably want to sell our BIA now. Don't really need it. Round 25, we might want to buy a big one. Or just another destroyer. Another destroyer probably works. There's no point in having so many destroyers up front. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that was a bit close. We're still down a destroyer, but we're up in farms, which is great to have. And let's see, so he didn't boost round 18. Did he boost to the second mob? I think he boosted to the second mob, he boosted to round 25, and then he boosted before, I think. So he's out of boosts, if I'm lucky, and hopefully I am. Although he might have 1 boost left. But I think he only has 1. Or is 1 or 0? If he has 2 boosts, then I'm pretty screwed, I think. But I don't know. I wasn't keeping track too well. My play might be reminiscent of someone without boosts, so we'll see what he wants to do. He goes for a big one, which is fair. Fair play. It's probably going to pop down here. Yeah. Let's just try and apply Bernie to the ceramics, and we should be all Gucci. Okay, he wants to send leads, so sure. I'll buy a big one. We're still up a lot of money. Okay. As long as the mob doesn't pop like right at the exit, we're going to be all good. Okay. We've managed to salvage this game and to possibly a win, which is great for us. Great news. We love to hear it. I probably need to sell this and place a farm here. I don't have any camo lead detection right now, but I don't think it's worth it to actually try and force it. Because there's like round 30 coming in, where that just allows you to do so anyway. Okay, can I place a farm? Place a farm, please? Thank you. Okay, I'm not going to go for another farm. I'm just going to buy an artillery battery. And this should be good enough. Can I face another mortar? Another mortar would be goated. We can start sending space and going for defenses. We could probably spam destroyers up here and down here. We definitely want bottom defense. This is good for just constant damage and any regrowth. You definitely want to set some of these guys to strong so they can often do damage. And if anyone is kind of out of range, just buy them to an aircraft carrier and you should usually be fine. He's all outing us. He has a boost, I think, so we're good. Let's upgrade some of these to aircraft carriers, buy another mortar, and do this. And we probably want to do this too. He has so much money, oh my god. Okay. I don't think it's worth it to bolt pull here. Okay. He's not even going to try and defend. We just need to micro. I'm sorry if this is a bit loud. Okay, just focus up. Let's move this down here. So some of these mortars, boats at the top, because we need money. Move the things. So some of these destroyers need more money. And I think we've popped most of our things. Aircraft carriers are super expensive, so they sell for a lot too. They're each like 10k a pop, which is what we like to see. My hand is getting a bit tired on the left side, on the left hand. And we win. GG's. Sorry if that was like super loud. Okay, we got our final match here on his losing map. 3-3, all tied up. Okay, this is fun. Let's see. What is his final losing map? I think we could have defended there, although it would have been close because I might have run out of money. Okay, he's AFK for a second. This gives me some time to talk to you guys. If you've made it this far, thank you guys for watching. I might put this into a two-parter just because it's like over an hour. By almost. And that is super long. So, and I know some of you guys don't really like watching super long videos, so. Or you might be a bit scared of the hour-long
compilation. Not compilation, just hour-long series. So I'm probably going to divide it into a part 1 and part 2. So yeah. And I think that's probably going to how this series continues. If these games are so long that I don't really have a it's going to take a lot of storage, at least like a couple gigabytes. So I can just give him the map pool. He asks for me to skim through the map, but I'm just going to give him the map pool, because that's just faster than going everywhere. For our series of Balloons Crash Course, I was someone suggested me doing higher arenas like Moab Pit or BFB or ZMG, and I agree that would be probably better for players to see competitive and experienced gameplay, and what they might expect in high arenas. The reasoning that I was uploading Ceramic Crucible was so I can explain things slowly while being able to demonstrate some certain ideas of the strategy more clearly than in higher arenas where there's more pressure. Okay, so our opponent suggests Temple for his losing map. So let's go there. And for this idea, we might go like Dart Farm Super, because it's just a good strategy on this map. Just hopefully we don't choke. I haven't played Dart in a while, like competitively. I've played casually. Like earlier I played Dart Farm Ace and free power-ups with tier 0. Or I played Dart Farm Ace in the series earlier. Or the first game, not series. Okay. So Dart Farm Super, he could counter it with like Heli NG, which I probably expect him to do. Heli NG is really good because of its late game authority. It's very cost efficient. Apache is obviously one of the more cost efficient towers in the game, because just one Apache can solo a BFB. They did nerf it though. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. We get Dart Mirror, which is nice. It's even nicer if he has like Dart Farm Ace, or even Dart Cobra. Dart Cobra is something that we saw last, I think the last video, where our opponent pulled it out, and that was kind of a surprise on Wiskeep. It was Wiskeep that we played it on, and they pulled it out, and we died to like around 19 all out, so that was kind of interesting. If you are interested in that video, I recommend go checking that out. The opponent was pretty good, so yeah. I hope this series, where I'm in the tournaments, offers a insight into like higher gameplay that is even better than arenas, because arenas are actually a stepping stool for pro players, I would say, because a lot of them don't even see arenas as a challenge, and just play it for fun or casually, even though they play pretty high quality of games. So yeah. And that's mainly because of grinders and stuff. Like, they tend to rule over arenas because of how often they play. And they don't play optimally, they play in a choke-heavy ideal stratageme, where they want to get the fastest win possible, even if they aren't playing super solidly, or if they're playing choke-heavy, where you try to get your opponent on knives and send bad rushes or all-outs pretty often. If you are interested in, like me against a grinder, go check out my series, my first game, first series against Hayes in this tournament. I actually think it was my first video I uploaded for this, so that was pretty interesting. He kept pulling out heavy anti-stall Heli Cobra Boomer, which is kind of what I was talking about earlier on Shallow River. So yeah. Make sure we have actually good enough battery. I don't want to
my phone to die mid-game. So this is strong. Yeah, let's go for a Dart Monkey. This should be good enough. Might have to worry about round 8 a little bit. I'm being very passive here. Usually more aggressive than this. Do I have to boost? I don't think so. He buys a Spike-a-Pult, which is good. He used 2 spikes there, I think. If I caught it right. And we go for a farm. Okay. This is super passive. He hasn't forced much defense. However, I'm not going to be able to go for plantation very quickly. It's way too greedy. I need to go for my Juggernaut. I don't have any road spikes left, so I need to be very careful. Let's boom boost this. I don't know if he's going to be... Okay, he does afford it. Well done. He just sends me regular wads. Okay. I have way more money than I thought I would. Yeah, we're good. Boom boosting wasn't the best idea, probably, but it was an idea. Okay, I don't actually think that's enough to force a Spike-a-Pult. Okay. We're fine here. Our farms are looking really well. Really healthy. We're probably looking at just going directly into a BIA rather than a bank. You do want to buy camo on one of the Dart Monkeys just in case he does send something dumb. Like, a lot of people have picked up camo regrowth leads because people didn't used to buy sufficient camo defense, so that would force it pretty easily. And even sometimes people would die to it because they wouldn't expect it. So it's just kind of become second nature for people to buy camo now and be on the lookout for it. And it does force a decent amount of money and defense because it's like $400. Okay, send this. See if that forces a Spike-a-Pult. We force another Dart Monkey, which is what we like to see. And we've got to be wary of ceramics again. This map is even harder than WizKeep with the ceramics, although the Juggernaut is pretty strong because it attacks in basically a straight line. So we're going to buy that Spike-a-Pult. We just got to be careful with ceramics. We don't have any spikes to use. So send this. And let's boom boost this over the top. Let's boost. He boosts too. We got to be wary of the amount of money that we're spending because we're going to struggle to Moabs if we're not on boost. And even then, boosted Moabs are very deadly on this map. So we might want to cash out and buy a 1-2 Super Monkey for Queen Up. Or even just Fan Club. Fan Clubbing might be vital and necessary here. And I think he's also pointing that. Okay, let's click this. See what he does. Let's go for here. Really? He just plans to boost? Okay, I'm cashing out. I think he's dead. Yeah, he goes down. Okay. That's a good game and good series to Lordex. That was a very close series. Thank you guys for watching. Go check out his channel. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out the other installments of this tournament. Peace out.